What is up, guys? The Coollector 19 here, and today we have here the Iron Man Mark III LED version ZD Toys figure. So here we go. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I post videos every Wednesdays and Saturdays, or better yet, hit that notification bell so you will not miss any of the videos that I'll be posting in the future. Also, you can check me out in my social media accounts. Links are in the description below. So okay guys, we have here, like I said, the Mark III Iron Man figure, the LED version by ZD Toys. ZD Toys is a Chinese product or a Chinese company which manufactures Marvel figures. So I'll get in touch with that later. Let us check out the box first. Here is the front. You can see a good shot of Iron Man there. It's kind of on the line there, so a little nudge would do the trick. So Iron Man Mark III. There's a Chinese character there. The Mark III. Oh god, this is beautiful. There's the arc reactors kind of on the line there. It's not centered there. On the side, we can see the Iron Man logo from the very first movie, plus a backdrop of a somewhat gradient-ish or a pattern-ish backdrop there. Looks like pixels. On the back, we have I do not read Chinese, guys, so bear with me. So there's a picture of Iron Man there. It's like there's a glossy finish to it there. It's like a little embossed. Iron Man logo, Mark III, the Marvel logo there. And this is the licensing sticker. So if you're wondering if ZD is a Chinese product, a bootleg of something, a knockoff or whatnot, this basically proves that ZD Toys are Disney licensed and are recognized by Disney. So yeah, there's that. It is an original toy by ZD. So there we can see Zondong Toy. That's what ZD stands for. Zongdong Toy. So onto the side, you can see Mark III with the same pattern-ish there. It's also embossed. I like it. There on the bottom, nothing. And on the top, nothing. So let's open this bad boy up. So you're just gonna open it up. Like I said, it's magnetized. The other side. And what we see here is the interior of the Iron Man suit without the chest plate. So as you can see, there is the arc reactor and some circuitry there. I really like what ZD Toys did to this. Actually, I think this is the magnet and these are some metal parts. So there, their packaging has upgraded or has leveled up. So there is that. There is a layer of Iron Man without the chest plate. I'm gonna take this off. Oh, sorry. On the back, we can see the instructions of the dynamic stand. So okay guys, here we are. Iron Man is still in his clamshell with plastic all over him. So let's take it out of the box, and it has two layers. So here we are. So here we are, the second layer, wherein we have extra pair of hands there, some accessories. We'll get in touch with that in a bit. So there, let's get rid of this packaging first, and let's take these stuff out of their packagings. So we now have the accessories out of the packaging, and before we get to Iron Man himself, let us look at the accessories first. So we get three pairs of extra hands here. I believe this is a relaxed hand or a repulsor shooting hand. Oh, it is a repulsor shooting hand because it's angled there. So we have a pair of those without the peg holes for the blast effects. Also, we got some relaxed hands here. If you look closely enough, the paint application is really nice. I mean, look at those, the in-betweens of every finger. Wow, the paint job is really nice. It is intricate detail. Up to the repulsor there's a little of grooving inside, and it's consistent. It is in the other hand. So there. Next up, we have, I think, the same mold. Yeah, we have the same molded hands but with peg holes on them for the blast effects. I mean, man, the detail. I like the glossy paint used on it. So here is the angled one. Look at those lines, very detailed. For its price, it is worth it, because for 20 to 25 bucks you get these accessories, and they are good quality. Plus the figure itself is good quality. So here are the, I like to call these as the wrist rockets. I thought that these were the one-offs or the lasers that come out of Tony's wrists, but this is Mark III. He hasn't used those not until Iron Man 2, so there is that. So I'm gonna show you later how to put this on his wrists, and it's very easy. So we have here 2 blast effects. For the non-LED one, it comes with 4 blast effects, but for the LED version, we got only 2, but with a switch up for the wrist rockets. So it's a fair deal. It is a nice accessory, it's a nice addition. And if you look closely enough, these blast effects look good. I mean, look at the detail. I like the transition from orange to yellow to a transparent yellow. ZD is doing a good job with these accessories there. And we do get a flight stand here. Then there's a clamp here, and I believe that mine doesn't come with a crotch stand. So there's a lot of articulation for the dynamic base there, and there is a base. Here's the base itself, the main base. It says Iron Man Mark III with the Marvel Studios logo. So they're allowed to use the logo because they are licensed by Disney. So that is it, guys, for these accessories. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you think about the accessories, about the detail, the paint apps? I think they look good. So without further ado, let's take Iron Man to the table and check the figure itself. So we now have Iron Man on the table, and first time seeing this figure, wow, the paint apps are nice. I mean, look at the gloss there. The panel lines, the crevices, looks like a mini Hot Toys. They call ZD Toys the mini Hot Toys. Yeah, I think they are, because of the quality, the paint applications, and for an affordable price, you can get your money's worth, because like I said, 20 to 25 bucks, you get all of these stuff plus good quality figure. So I hope you can get ZD Toys for yourselves, guys. So let's start with the articulation. So bear with me, guys, I'm not an experienced figure reviewer, so if I'm doing stuff wrong or incorrect, bear with me. So the arm can basically do a 360 spin, a turn. It can rotate, a swivel there. Double jointed elbows for a flexing. The arms extend for more articulation there. You can pull that out there. And rotate. And the fists rotate 360 degrees. There's a paint scuff on mine here. So there he can flex. And on the other side, there, double jointed elbows, 360 there. So those are for the arm articulation. So head wise, I think we have restricted articulation on the head because of the LED parts. So it doesn't, very small, minimal head swivel there, head tilt. So, and the figure doesn't look down that much, or it doesn't look down at all. Upward, just as far as that. You cannot force it. It might damage the LED inside. It does turn sideways, but not entirely, because of the LED that's attached, or actually it's not actually on the eyes, but it's like, if you will, it's like a pole inside the head. Then I'll show you later. I'll show you how the LED works. So for the body articulation, you can basically pop this up for more movement, for more range of motion. Then he can crunch forward as far as that, and crunch backward as far as that. It doesn't crunch backward at all. So his swivel side to side there, left and right. And if you pop the body back in place, restricted movement there. He does wiggle. So for the legs, we also have the pop-up mechanic, where you can pull this down ever so slightly for more articulation, and he can kick upward as far as that, and rotate for a small amount of articulation there. Doesn't have an upper thigh cut, knee articulation. There, he can kick back as far as that. On the foot, he can pivot. Small amount of pivot there, but hey, and doesn't go forward or backwards that much. And we don't have any toe articulation there. So that's it for the articulation, guys. Now let's try on the accessories. So my good friend Som from Ceramic Collectibles taught me a trick on how to remove these hands. So you're just gonna nod the hand up to its max articulation there until it pops off. So easy as that. Then let's try to put on a repulsor blasting hand with the peg holes on. Be careful, guys, you don't want to damage your figure like I did. Make sure to be careful there. So we popped on the hand, and we'll take one blast effect to go along with the repulsor blasting hand. So there, we have Iron Man blasting a repulsor. So there, very nice, right? And now we'll go to the wrist rockets. I like to call them wrist rockets. So if you can see this bump here on his arm, on his forearm, there's a little groove here that will require your fingernails to pop this piece off. So it's really easy. Just gonna be careful. There we go. So there. So you can see there's still Iron Man skeleton there. So we'll take one. And this one is R2, that's for the right hand. This one is L1. Or L1? L2. L1. There. So just match the peg holes to the pegs. And easy peasy lemon squeezy. There. Iron Man now has his wrist rockets. He's basically firing rockets and a repulsor beam. So there is that. Really nice, right? Wow. This looks nice. I mean, man, ZD, you outdid yourselves. So I'll try to tinker this figure more, and I will try to make some dynamic poses, maybe a superhero landing. I don't know. I will try. And once again, let's take a moment to admire, recognize the hand accessories or the extra pair of hands. I mean, look at the detail. Wow. I don't know, man, but I think this is a mini hot toy for me. And last but not the least, we have here the dynamic base. So you basically plug this in just like so there. So it has four points of articulation. There is one, then there's another one. You can swivel it side to side on the neck part here and here, and there's a clamp. And mine didn't come with a crotch catcher or the crotch stand. We can pose Iron Man in a flight pose, that's like that. But be careful, guys, you don't want to damage the stomach part because of the clamp there. So it doesn't fit in the frame, but hey. Next up, I'm gonna show you how to turn on the LED light. So you turn him to his back, and you can pop this up, the flaps, and there's a amount of detail on the flaps there as well. I really like it there. But we don't have the switch there. We have the switch on the other flap, or under the other flap here. More detail, and there is a button. So you just press that button, and boom, the light goes on. And if you can see this port here, this is where you basically, I don't know if I can pop this off. Oh, there we go. This is where you basically plug the USB cable. That is one good thing that ZD did for the LED version of this figure. Instead of adding batteries, which are a pain in the butt because they might corrode, they might get worn off, and it might damage your figure, they went with the USB charging thing. Instead of doing a battery mechanic or battery operated figure, hopefully more figure manufacturers can follow ZD steps when it comes to that LED mechanic. So yeah, that's enough with the LED charging thing, and let's turn on the LED of this figure. So guys, ready? 3, 2, 1, boom! There we go. The LED is bright. I'm gonna turn off the ring light for a second. There, it's really bright. As you can notice, the eyes don't have the equal amount of light coming out of the holes, or seeping through, or leaking through the holes there. It's because the LED is in the middle of the head, or it's embedded through the neck part up to the head. That's why when you rotate the head, as you can see, the right eye is not as bright as the left eye, because the eyes are sharing the light, if you will. It's in the middle of the head, so you don't get enough light for both of the eyes. So hopefully ZD fixes that, or at least they add LED for both of the eyes now. But still, it's bright. It is bright. And it's pre-charged. I haven't charged this yet ever since I got it. Or actually, I have opened this up once. Haven't charged the batteries yet. And it's really bright, man. So yeah, that is for the figure. I really like the figure. I mean, look at the detail, all of the panel lines. The arc reactor is really sculpted well. It's not just printed. It's not a sticker or whatsoever, but it is sculpted. Plus, these crevices here, just wow. Look at the panel lines. The panel lines are really sick. It's not just painted on there, but it is carved. It is molded. Also, the shoulder pads are a good touch there. It has a joint where you can just swivel it, just like so. And the range of motion of this figure is quite nice. The only part that has very limited movement is the head, but I can look past that. Like, wow, this is an awesome figure, guys. If you wanna cop this, go ahead. It's your money's worth. ZD has currently released Marks 2, 3, the non-LED and the LED version. Mark 4 and the pre-orders are the pre-orders for Mark 5 and Mark 6 are up. So before I forget, I got this off Goody Good Deals. Funny story, because the initial order that I did for this figure, I don't know, I think it was lost. The courier didn't update me or whatsoever. They didn't give me a heads up about the order. They didn't tell me what happened. They just emailed me one day that it was returned to seller because the packaging was poor, it was overweight, and so many reasons which I do not believe. So I reordered this off Goody Good Deals, and lo and behold, upon purchasing, after 2 hours, the seller has already shipped the item. So it was the fastest transaction that I had in terms of Shopee. If you want to check their stuff out, I'll put a link in the description below. Their link to their Shopee account, to their Facebook page, and the seller's nice to talk to. So there is the Iron Man Mark 7 figure, the LED version from ZD Toys. So that is it, guys, for my review of this LED version Mark 3 Iron Man suit by ZD Toys. Once again, thank you Goody Good Deals for this solid figure. I got this below retail. You know me, guys, I'm the below retail man. If you want to get yours too, if you want to cop your first ZD Toys figure, go check Goody Good Deals out. They have solid deals. That's why they're called Goody Good Deals. They have good discounts. They have amazing discounts. And yeah, cheers, guys. And if you have purchased your first ZD Toys figure, make sure to hit me up. in my social media accounts and let's share stories about our ZD figures. So to wrap this thing up, I'm gonna give this figure a 10 out of 10 because wow, I mean, wow, that's basically the whole video. Wow, it's really awesome. The details are fire, the accessories are on point, and especially these ones. I really like the design on these blast effects, plus the attention to detail on the extra pair of hands. Kudos to you, ZD. Hopefully you can make more of the Iron Man suits. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that post notification bell, and make sure to check me out in my social media accounts. So once again guys, this has been the Coollector, and this has been the ZD Toys Iron Man Mark III LED version. Thanks for watching. Let's collect. We love you 3000, and I'll see you in the next video.